So a very good morning class. Today we'll be starting with the chapter planning, in which we are going to discuss one of the important topic of planning, that is process of planning, right? So there are some series of steps which are supposed to be followed while we are discussing about the process of planning, right? Before starting with the process, I would again repeat to you what is planning. Planning means deciding in advance what to do, how to do, who is to do it, and how the results are to be achieved, right? Planning means anything which we have to done well in advance before executing of any such things. Why? Because if we don't plan it, the execution will definitely be a cumbersome process. It will definitely be more complicated. It will definitely involve more cost, will be more time consuming. Certainly it is always advisable for anybody to plan before execution, right, in order to get a good results. So these are the series of steps which are to be followed. The very first is defining the objective. The second is developing the premises. The third is identifying the alternative course of action. Then is evaluating the alternative course of action, selecting the best alternative, implementing the plan, and follow up, right? To begin with, we say what is planning. Planning means deciding in advance what to do, how to do, and who is to do it in order to achieve the desired goal. So this is what is planning. The first is objective. See, we all have to achieve an objective in an organization. Without objective, there is no weightage. Why are we working? Each of us are working because each of us has one common goal to achieve, right? For an organization, it can be profit maximization, it can be sales maximization, it can be risk minimization, and it can be increase in production of a product in order to achieve maximum profits. So there can be any such basic objective which has to be fulfilled. The objective has to be set by the organization. For example, let us take an example. If I talk about my school, I would rather say that if I am working in a school, my main objective is going to be to give 100% results, right? So each and every organization has to set their own objectives, right? So objectives can differ from person to person. It can certainly differ from organization to organization. The second is developing the premises. Now what is this premises? These are the assumptions. What are premises? These are the assumptions. Assumptions has to be taken into consideration whenever we have to set up a new business enterprises, that where we want to set up an enterprise. For example, if I am setting my industries, whether I should establish somewhere in the urban areas or in the rural areas, and whether I should establish it somewhere on the road, right, like on the GT road itself, or somewhere in the backward areas, depending upon what kind of business I am dealing with, depending upon how much finance is available to me, depending upon where are the laborers coming from, right? For example, if I want to establish, let us say, my own academy, then I have to take into consideration which place is the most suitable place for me to set up my industry, taking into consideration where are the maximum number of students coming, where are the good schools located, depend upon where the good, standard quality parents are there, so that the children should be from educated families, right? So all such things has to be taken into consideration. These are the assumptions which we have to think. Once we have to set up an enterprise, we have to think all such things while doing such activities, right? Then is identifying the alternative courses of action. That means we have different alternatives available to us. For example, that is what I am saying. If I wanted to establish any business of mine, I have to see if I am doing a business related to, let us say, grocery products, then I have to see which is the best suitable place where I can sell my product, whether it is somewhere in this area or somewhere in the interiors. Depending upon which area is the best suitable, I have to select it on the basis of all the things, on the basis of finance needed requirement by me, on the basis of people who are easily available to work in that particular organization, on the basis of demand of the customer of that product in that particular section. So there are a number of things. Then evaluating the alternative course of actions. When you have identified, see, there are a lot of things we have to evaluate also. We have to see that this is the best area where we can set up our business, right? Because this area is going to be very, very profitable for us for the investment point of view as well, right? Also in future, if we wanted to sell our business, or in case anything happens also, then also this area is highly being recommended. Why? Because anybody can buy their place at this particular place which is located. So all these things has to be taken into consideration, because obviously if there is good return, then only we invest, right? So this has to be taken into consideration, which is the best suitable alternative that is to be selected, and then evaluating that best alternative also on the basis of the competitors available. Like if there are more competitors, for example, let us say if you are opening up let us say a mobile shop, then you have to see that the competitors of your product should be less in the market, so that if they need that particular product, they straight away comes to you rather than going into your competitors, right? And then is selecting the best alternative. Once you have seen all the alternatives available, for example, if I wanted to establish a school, I say the places in the GT Road, Majita Road, Ranjit Avenue, all those places have been seen. I have to see that which is my best suitable area selected, right? So then I have to select the best alternative among all the alternatives available to me, as per the need of mine, as per the financial requirement of mine, as per the people available to me, and number of factors as well. And then implementing the plan. Finally, if you have decided on all the things, then you have to start implementing those things. Implementing as such the execution of the task, right? Now I have planned it that I'm going to establish my place in this particular area, and then start implementing it. Try to have the execution of that particular plan, whatever has been thought. And then as follow-up. Follow-up is to see whatever has been thought of has actually been executed or not. That is the follow-up. Whatever you have thought and whatever has been executed goes hand in hand or not is another very important criteria that is to be taken into consideration. And why? Because if follow-up is not there, might happen the plan may have executed, might happen it might not have been executed. So proper follow-up is required in order to make an organization a successful one, right? So these are a series of steps which are basically being followed, starting from defining the objective to developing the assumptions that what things are being required. Like for example, if I wanted to establish a business, I need sum of rupees 50 lakh to start it. These are the assumptions we have to think. We don't know how much it actually be like, but we have to assume it. How much labor are required, right? For example, if I wanted to establish a school, how much teachers are required in that, how many students should be an approximate strength. Only then you will be able to develop that kind of a structure if you have an assumption of all these things. And then having an identify the alternatives that are available, whether A, B, C, D alternatives, out of which you have to choose the best one. And then evaluating those alternatives, selecting the best one among those alternatives given to you, implementing the plan, and finally to follow up to see whatever has been decided and whatever has been happened goes hand in hand or not, right? So I request all of you to kindly like and subscribe the channel if you liked it, right? So that for the further videos you're automatically being informed about it. Thank you so much.